We are at the Church of the Nativity. It's December 2018, very close to Christmas time. And together, this is the family. Family say hi quietly. And Kamil is our tour guide. Kamil?
Welcome to my group.
Stage is yours.
Okay, guys. So, again, oldest active living church in the world, guys. Imagine you're standing in a church that was never destroyed. And until this day, every day they pray on the altar for processions and masses. Any type of mass and also weddings, normal. And down in the cave, every single day, normal. So guys, the church was put upon the cave that we were in by Constantine in the year 326. 326, 4th century, which means 1,700 years ago. By Constantine, as an octagon shape, with 9 red marble columns on each line at that time. 9, 9, 9, 9. And the main floor is not this floor, it's down, which we just saw. It's about 40 centimeters in this nave, below, 40 centimeters below, which UNESCO is renovating some portions behind you. This bigger, huge portion is being renovated. So when they finish, you will see the whole floor. Imagine, you know, it's a big piece.
And hope that they will keep it open.
Yeah, oh yeah. So guys, unfortunately, the first attempt to destroy the church came in the 6th century, and it came by the Samaritans. Samaritans were paying extra tax to the Byzantine Empire. So they protested and they wanted to destroy this church. Now, since they could not destroy it, they burned it down. So the whole complete nave was burned. Now, nevertheless, it was restored for the first time ever in the 6th century by another Byzantine emperor called Justinian. Now, Justinian came in the 6th century and restored the church. So he changed the shape from octagon shape to a cross-shaped church. Now the church looks like a cross. And added 3 more columns to make it bigger. Now we have 12, 12, 12 and 12, and pulled the floor to this level. So this floor was put in the 6th century to hide the mosaics of Constantine. So whatever you want to dig down there, you find mosaic. Simple. So guys, now the second attempt to destroy it came in the 7th century, and it came by the Persians. And the Persians, they did not believe in God, they believed in the gods at that time. So they came and they wiped everything from this land, except the church. Now why would the church survive for the second time? Back in that time, on the main facade that we stepped in, there was a painting showing the 3 wise men. 3 wise men were wearing traditional Persian cloth. So guys, when the Persian army came to attack the church, and they saw the same clothes painted, they got shocked and confused, thinking they had a temple for them in Bethlehem or family members. So due to this confusion and for respect, the church survived the second attack. But they stole the painting. It's okay. Steal it, but don't destroy it. Now the third attempt to destroy the church came in the 7th century also, but this time it came by the Muslims and the Christians that lose the war. Now you know, through history, when you lose a war, you lose your own position. So, in order not to lose our church or to convert it to a mosque, the Christians had to make a sacrifice. And when the main plaza, we spot the mosque on the other side. Before the mosque ever existed, there was a church called John the Baptist that was used for funeral masses. So, because of the sacrifice, the Christians had to destroy it to give the portion of the land for them to serve our church here. That's why the mosque is built on the other side. And until this very day, we have the ruins of the church under the mosque. You know, in the Middle East, for Christians, it's complicated visiting a mosque. Democracy. Now guys, 400 years later, the Crusaders came here. Now the Crusaders, they come from 5 European countries. And they had money. So they inspired the church with unique mosaics, which are above. These mosaics on both sides of the nave, actually, were put in 1,000 years ago by the Crusaders, which were recently renovated and cleaned by UNESCO artists. So imagine 2 types of mosaics in this church. The main floor, which dates 1,700 years old, and this is 1,000 years old. Of course, a small piece of stones, but these are different mosaics. I've been above and I saw them. They are gold plated from the inside. It's like glass mosaics. If you shake them, you see water inside them.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, 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 yes. Guys, unfortunately, that's what's left of it. The rest was robbed and vandalized by the Turkish Ottoman Empire. Since it was a cruel empire, at the end of it, they robbed churches. So they came and they robbed the mosaics. They stole the gold of the capitals of the columns, and they stole the gold of the Orthodox altar. So thank God the church is still alive. And guys, paintings on the columns. Look at the columns, by the way. All the columns are painted, also by the Crusaders, 12th century. There are soldiers, saints, kings. Picture of the Virgin Mary painted 1,000 years ago by the Crusaders. And they're also more recently restored. You know, although you can see the faces on some of them, but it's fantastic because you're looking at a painting that is 1,000 years old. So it's fantastic, you know.
I don't know if you noticed, we were almost the only one in the church.
Now it's getting a little bit crowded with Russians, actually.
Thanks God that you changed everything. Thanks God for that.
Guys, all of the columns are red marble. Red marble, 6 meters high, one piece, all of them, one complete piece. All of them date to the Byzantine time, and all of them from this city, Bethlehem. Never destroyed. So the question is, can you push one? Should we call Samson to push one?
Well,
The Old Testament.
it must be very big.
Yeah. So guys, oldest active living church in the world. So this is an Orthodox church. Now the Catholic Church was created next door only 250 years ago. That's when the Catholic Church was created. So we're going to make a big switch from this Orthodox Church to the Catholic Church. And it's called St. Catherine Church. Now it is called the Church of the Nativity. The two churches are called the Church of the Nativity. But the Catholic section has a different name. And it's very new, let's say, very modern. You will like it, but it's very simple than this church. Although I'm Catholic, but you will never find a church like this.
But is that one of the most important churches in the world, and we can actually watch it every year?
Yeah, of course. We broadcast Christmas Mass live from the Catholic Church every single Christmas evening.
Then you're gonna be there.
Of
If
course.
it's gonna be
You
open.
might see my hand shaking.
Yeah.
Waving, that's-
This Christmas, look at it and look for two fat. No, I'm fat. He's not anymore. Waving to you after they drank at least a bottle of scotch.
I prefer vodka, you know.
Vodka. All right.
Okay, guys, let's make the switch from this church to the
Alright.
Catholic Church.
Okay.